Thank you for coming.
My name is John Lynn. I am the Managing Director of the Element 46 Tech Accelerator here tonight and the co-founder of Key Acceleration, which has partnered with the county to produce and launch and operate this program. We are all here tonight to hear from the 11 startups that have been selected for this spring's program, our 6th program. Yeah, that's exactly where you applaud. Thank you. The 6th program that we've done in partnership with Westchester County, and the 9th program that's been run for Element 46 since its inception. So we're going to get started here because we know we want to get back to networking and supporting these startups. So let's hear a few words from our county executive, Ken Jenkins, first.
So first, good evening. You know, when I walked in this tonight and I looked around and I saw our 11 firms that are going to be able to do their presentations tonight, I was like, are you warming up the pitching arm, right? Right? So somebody in the bullpen and, you know, doing the things to make yourselves excited. First, you know, we are so proud of you all being in the position that you're in today. Let's give it up again for John and our Key Accelerator, the partnership, right? This doesn't happen without the leadership of Bridget Gibbons and Deb Novak that have done this tremendous work. Deb says it was her idea, right? Bridget says it was her idea, but the truth is, it's the partnership and the leadership between the two of them that makes a difference. But again, one more time for the two of them, from our economic development. You know, this didn't exist at all. Right, so under the 9th County Executive, our Congressman in the 16th District, George Latimer, and our team decided that this was something that was important for us to do in making the investments necessary to be able to start this program that can have as many as 12 people. John and I were having a conversation about it earlier. This is the first time we've had 11 people that have gone through the process and gotten to pitch day. So again, congratulations to you. Usually we have 12, and then something happens to one, right, John? And that kind of thing. But the reality is we're going to hear some exciting presentations tonight. What I was given was the number, which is $30 million. $30 million worth of business that has happened through these startups and between the support of the venture capitalists that is standing here tonight to hear the pitches. So again, congratulations. We look forward to you continuing to help lift up our Westchester base and making sure that Westchester is Bestchester. Have a wonderful pitch night. Thank you so much.
And let's hear from her because, like Ken said, this is an innovative program. There are not many other communities that have adopted the accelerator program like this. So, Deborah, please tell us a little bit more about how this came together. And you can.
So Success has many grandparents. Sandy Woolman is part of the Success starting team. I don't know whose exact idea it was when Bridget brought together like 25 or 35 people in 2018 to talk about whether there was entrepreneurship in Westchester and what could be done to make sure that if it was here, we drew it out, and if it wasn't here, we made it happen. And it turned out that it was happening in all pockets of the county, and all we had to do was create a vehicle and convene people. That seems to be the secret. How can you create a physical location and a series of events and activities and programs that encourage people to get together? Everybody's very busy doing what they're doing in their own neck of the woods, in their own garage, in their own office building. And this is true in other sectors, not just in entrepreneurship. I mean, I think this whole notion of ecosystem building and creating convenings and collaboration opportunities, it's so important, and it's hard to know whose job it really is to do it when people are so busy that they can't take responsibility for, doing it themselves. So we're so happy to create these opportunities to bring people together. These 2 pitch nights a year are some of my favorite days of the work year. I want to say some special welcomes today because we're partnering with BIANIS, the Business Incubator Association of New York State. If there's a disclaimer required, I'm on the board, but this is an organization that brings together all the people like me that are running incubators and accelerators or creating those programs around the state of New York. And the organization has over 100 members, 120, and that's not everybody in the state who's doing this kind of work. Those are just the ones who've been smart enough to join. And the annual conference for that organization is tomorrow. And we're so happy that it's being hosted in our community, in our county, in our region. Eliza, where are you? Raise your hand. Eliza's in the back. Eliza Edge runs the Regional Innovation Hotspot for our part of the state, the 7 counties that start here and extend up to the capital region. And so we have guests here from all over the state. I thank you all for being here. I welcome you to our part of the state. I've been to visit all of you many times in upstate New York and central New York and western New York, so welcome to the Mid-Hudson region. I think that's really all I want to say. Do your best. It's a friendly audience. I'm excited to hear what you have to share with us.
And like Deborah said, this really is a growing space, and you wouldn't necessarily know that from the outside. It's growing in Westchester, it's growing across the state, it's growing across the country, it's growing across the world. Believe it or not, there are over 3,200 accelerator programs in the United States today. 10 years ago, there were 250 worldwide. So this is an incredible space to be a part of. We are thankful for Byannis to be co-producing this with us ahead of their annual summit tomorrow. Actually connected with Mark like 10 years ago when we were creating a sort of like New York City-based association. And so to reconnect and see that you're still doing this work over, I think, almost 10 years now, we're thankful for it, thankful for your participation today. Would you like to come up and tell us a little bit about what y'all are looking for?
Thank you, John. And I think Deb covered a lot of it, but I want to thank her and Eliza, who have been a driving force in getting us here. Deb has actually been a bit of a pit bull for the past 3 years. Like, you're coming to Westchester with this annual meeting. We move it from region to region, and we actually, 118 members, to be accurate. We move it from region to region, one, because we have members in every corner of the state, but number two, we like to get to know the regions. And so over the past 6 months, working with the entire host committee, so there's many people here, I'm not gonna list them all because I only get like 2 minutes to speak, but we met a number of times. We found assets throughout the Hudson Valley that really are helping entrepreneurs. And it's a way for us to come together, talk about what's happening statewide, share best practices at our conference tomorrow. But it's also an opportunity to take a look at the local ecosystem and learn from each other. And we're learning a lot from Westchester and the Hudson Valley. You have a lot of gems here. Element 46 is definitely one of them, and the great work happening here. So we're looking forward to a great conference, and thank you for letting us be a part of this tonight.
Okay, and let's keep a good pace towards these pitches, because we do have 11 of them. They're all really good and really interesting, but do want to clarify, what is an accelerator? I see a lot of familiar faces here tonight, but I also see a lot of new ones, which is great. And let's talk about it, because these terms get thrown around so often, especially as entrepreneurship, technology, innovation becomes more important, the rise of AI making this a question for everyone. So when we say accelerator at Key, at Element 46 in Westchester, we mean a special kind of business development program that has 3 components. Number 1 is a curriculum. Curriculum is driven not by subject matter experts, but by field operators, individuals at startups, investing in startups, building startups day to day, coming in to tell these entrepreneurs what's working to sell an innovative technology. Who are the people that are going to champion that for you inside of a big organization? How do you use AI? What are the best ways to market or to legally protect your business? That community is key, and that's component number 2. We have a 600-person network of mentors from all different fields, whether it's corporate, government, press, entrepreneurs, investors themselves, that cohorts get access to over the course of the program. And that community huge part of what makes accelerators different, but also effective. And then the third component is the cohort. It's not a class. This is a front-to-back experience that these cohorts go through together. If you're in an accelerator cohort, you get to know the other businesses as executives, as people, and as high-growth ventures. And for years after the program, you're going to have 10 extra sets of eyes around you building opportunity for your company. And that makes a big difference over the course of time. 80% of businesses that go through an accelerator are still in business 5 years later. So those are the three components that are build out our program that these founders have gone through. Now, has this program succeeded? So like Deb said, we didn't know if there was an ecosystem or if it needed to be built, but we decided to do it. We launched it with the county in June 2022. Quickly was picked up by the NASDAQ, where we launched it on the tower. Business Insider saw that, got interested. So this was a program that was instantly catching the attention at the top levels of the startup world. But the question remained. We have people talking about it. Is it working? The answer is yes. These companies are joining 60 other companies that have been through this program in the last 3 years, and over 100 other companies that have been through this program since it was launched in 2018. This cohort, as Ken mentioned, that were this portfolio of companies from Westchester, is now worth over $23 million in terms of fundraising, revenue built, and other kinds of value created. That's great for the county. And here's our newest cohort. They have been through a competitive process to be here. Every one of them is occupying a seat that other businesses in this county competed for and did not get. So day one of the program, they'd already proven themselves in terms of traction, growth, founder quality, and now they're at the end of the program. They've been through this experience, and they've accomplished even more, and that's what we want to share with you tonight. Before we get to the founders, and we're going to get to the founders now, thank goodness. John is getting out of here. Thank you to the Rexon team. We've been holding this demo day. It's one of the most powerful events that we're a part of in this partnership since the beginning in 2022. So this is the 6th time we're having it here. Thank you to Maureen back there, Mike, the caterer, and to John, who gives us the opportunity to do this. Passing it off to Josh in a second, but first, a request. These companies are super interesting, and they're doing such amazing things already, and I want you to be interested in that and enjoy listening, but also be thinking about what you can add. You're not here as an audience member. You're here as part of this ecosystem. And so we need you to take this moment to think about, what are the resources and talents I can add to one of these companies, whether it's my talents or somebody in my network. Thank you. Let's hand it over to Josh Glantz, CEO of RiseKit.
Thanks, John. Thanks to Key and to Westchester County for having us here. I'm Josh Glantz. I'm the CEO of RiseKit. The workforce development ecosystem in this country is broken. Sorry to say it, but that's just the reality. But it doesn't have to be. Looking at Westchester County alone, approximately 50% of all of the blue-collar, underprivileged job seekers that are trying to get employment through the county-sponsored workforce development program and who get a job are back to being unemployed within 90 days. And that happens because there's a lack of cooperation, collaboration, and communication between all of the participants in that ecosystem. Nonprofit organizations that provide wraparound services, job training, and career coaching, employers who don't know what the pipeline of talent looks like, and the funders who are providing the actual capital to make it all function. RiseKit is the solution. We have dozens of employers and nonprofit organizations already using our software to provide better visibility and collaboration and a better pathway to quality jobs and employment and a career path for underprivileged job seekers. And we have funders like government and philanthropy who are also paying us for access to data so that they can see how their workforce investments are actually performing. We've seen extraordinary growth and traction across all of our customer cohorts this year, and we expect to double our revenue by the end of this year. And we've seen success in the markets where we actually operate, including in Memphis and in Chicago, where we have doubled the performance of their career pathways and their ability to place people into quality jobs. What's really important for you to take away from this, though, is that even though we are a for-profit business, we've been recognized by philanthropy like the Walmart Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the GitLab Foundation, who've provided us with grants in order to accelerate adoption of our software. And GitLab recently announced that we are in the top 10% performing grants of all the grants that they've ever given out in their history. Nonprofit organizations often are using yellow legal pads, email, and Excel spreadsheets to keep track of their partners who provide wraparound services and job training programs, as well as the employers that they try to place job candidates at. We replace that with a single platform that brings everything together. We also give them visibility into where their job seeker clients are in their career journey. And that's really critical because with our reporting, they have the real-time ability to report back to their grantors and tell them how they're performing so that they can renew their grants and get new grants. Job seekers use our AI tools like a resume builder and a skills-based matching tool to find jobs that they never even knew that they were qualified for. And that's critical because employers now have access to qualified talent that they are not able to access through other job platforms like Indeed and ZipRecruiter. Over the next 6 months, we're going to double our revenue, we're going to continue to raise our seed round, and we're going to add to our 15 existing team members with a leading go-to-market leader who's going to help accelerate our revenue and take us to our Series A in 2026. What we're asking for from you are introductions to practitioners in the workforce ecosystem, as well as investors and philanthropy who share our mission to create a more equitable future for all Americans. Thank you very much. I'm Josh Glantz from RiseKit. We're at risekit.co, and I'm Josh at risekit.co. Thank you.
Tunde Adibakin, Mo Khan, Lawpair.
Hey Tunde, do you know a good lawyer for immigration?
Hey Mo, I actually do have a great referral for you. And to everyone in the audience, good evening. I get this question a lot, and it's because I'm an attorney. I work in renewable energy project finance, so what that means is I'm helping invest in and develop solar and other energy projects. So I don't do immigration, though I have a good referral. I also do not do wills, and I also do not help fight your parking tickets. Even still, 8 to 10 times a month, a friend or a relative or a former colleague will message me and say, hey, do you have a referral? The thing is, and you may have heard of this website, Google.com exists. Lawyers.com, believe it or not, it's a real website, it exists, and yet these platforms that exist are old, cold, and outdated. And that's why Mo and I have developed Lawpair, the platform that makes finding a lawyer extremely easy.
Old, cold, and outdated is exactly what Lawpair solves for. Through our enriched filtration process, users are able to find the perfect lawyer for them. For example, if you need a lawyer on June 13th, 4 p.m. at zip code 11801 that practices immigration and will, you come to Lawpair and we get you the perfect match. Now you may be wondering, how do we get the lawyers to sign up, right? Well, once they sign up on our platform and they provide us their website link, we affiliate market them on our platform. Then, at the end of the month, we give them analytic reports of how much traffic we brought them, how many clients we brought them, and how much money we brought them.
How much money we brought them. I'm glad Mo ended on that point, because that is the traction that we're looking for. It's obvious, the value prop to a client or a small business owner, it's you find a lawyer quickly and easily. But if you are a solo or small firm practitioner, they've expressed interest in using our platform to grow their book of business. We've also spoken with executive search firms who are interested in recruiting and placing attorneys that list themselves on our platform. We've also spoken with alternative legal service providers who want to be able to refer their existing clients to other attorneys outside their niche. That traction is why we've seen 15% week-on-week user growth, and that traction, we've measured it, it's very, very real.
The traction is real, the market is real. The global legal service market is $1 trillion market in the entire world. In the US alone, it's 40 billion. Through the traction Tunde just talked about, we project LawPair to capture $2.2 billion of that market.
$2.2 billion. Again, we've measured this, and what we know we need to do in order to develop and refine our product, to onboard early users, and to go to market is raise $1.78 million in pre-seed funding. So if you're an angel investor, or if you're with a family office with a track record of investing in high-growth startups, we'd love to talk to you this evening, right outside, with drinks. Additionally, if you're an attorney at a small firm or a solo practitioner, we'd love to talk to you about growing your practice. And if you or someone you know might need a lawyer for parking tickets or immigration matters or otherwise, we'd be happy to have you join our platform. Mo and I are building the future of legal tech.
Interesting word there, legal tech, Tunde. Legal tech, you have Tunde. He's been an astounding lawyer for many, many years. You have tech. I'm a software engineer for many, many years. You combine the two, you get legal tech. You're not just investing in LawPair, you're investing in us. We know the market, we've worked in the market, we own the market.
Thank you so much for your time. If you're interested, that's our QR code. The website is lawpair.us. Thank you.
Catherine Roselle, co-founder, Roselle Studio.
All right, thank you so much, Tunde and Mo. My name is Catherine Roselle. I am one of the creators of The Lost Journal, a digital journaling adventure game. Now, I'd just like to get a little show of hands. It's an easy question, I think. Who here believes that journaling is good for you? Who here has journaled? Oh my goodness, all right, that's a great amount of people. Well, congratulations for those of you who raised your hands. According to studies from Cornell and Harvard, there have been multiple studies that prove that journaling improves your cognitive function as well as reduces symptoms of stress and anxiety. Journaling is something that my co-founder and I do personally, and we found that it tremendously helps with managing the stress of daily life as well as goal setting. Now, we started journaling back in 2020 during the pandemic, and like many of you have probably felt, symptoms of depression, loneliness, anxiety, and this was our way to manage our stress. Now, the post-pandemic reality is people are still experiencing negative effects from the pandemic. 4 in 10 Americans still state that COVID had negatively impacted their mental health, and they're turning to screens in order to cope. Our solution is the Lost Journal. Throughout this game, you're able to solve different prompts. These are screenshots from our alpha demo, and you're also able to interact with different characters throughout the game. It works just as a video game, and it guides you through this tool for your mental health. You're able to also have different collectibles throughout the game and truly make this journal your personal experience, your personal adventure. Now, we exist in this really unique niche of digital mindfulness and casual gaming because we've seen a huge trend in the casual gaming market. More people are playing video games, and that bump is here to stay. People are also being proactive by downloading apps like BetterHelp and Headspace. BetterHelp has seen huge increases in user downloads, just by 60% since 2020. Now, we are targeting primarily in the US 18 to 35 plus year olds who use gaming as a way to cope already. In this market, not only do we plan to sell directly to customers on platforms like Steam and Epic Games, but through my experience as an educator and through talking with different mental health professionals as well as teachers, we've learned that play, especially with a video game, is a really unique way to engage with your clients and with your students, to get them to talk about their challenges, their struggles. Now, we're currently in our alpha testing phase with plans to bring this game into the classroom with game design workshops that I run. Throughout the next 6 months, we will be growing our playtester base of 58 people, and we look to partner with different investors, mental health professionals, and educators in order to continue our growth. Now, I'm Catherine Roselle. I have a background in education and game development and programming. My co-founder, Kimberly, who's my sister and introduced me to journaling, has a background as a financial analyst and with communications. And we would love for you to play our demo. If you sign up right now, you are on our wait list. And we want to speak with investors who share our mission and our passion for making a mental health game that is fun and accessible. Thank you so much.
Now, 2 virtual presentations from founders could not be here for personal business reasons. First, Alok Kumar, CEO, Autocash AI.
Hi, I'm Alok Kumar, founder and CEO of Autocash AI. We're transforming how mid-sized businesses manage cash flow and working capital using AI-driven automation. We help the CFO team eliminate manual work and make smarter financial decisions with real-time insights. The business problem. Mid-market finance teams face constant challenges. Disconnected systems, manual reconciliation, late payments, and a lack of visibility into cash flow. This leads to delays, write-offs, and missed opportunities to deploy capital efficiently. The cost of inefficiency here is huge, and the existing tools just don't cut it. Our solution. So at Autocash, we built an AI-powered platform that unifies cash flow, customer payment data, ERP data, remittance information, and a lot of supplemental data that goes along with cash flow. With this platform, we deliver real-time forecasting, automated reconciliation, spend insights, and we implement the best practice workflows in our tool, all through intuitive dashboard and a conversational AI interface. Think Copilot for the mid-market finance teams. Traction. We have launched our product and already have paying customers. We have reached 200K ARR. We have upselling potential, which will increase our ARR, and we have very strong signals for the product market fit. The demand for automation in this space is clear, and we are ready to scale. The market opportunity. We are targeting a $12 billion global market for cash and working capital technology solutions, which is growing at 13% CAGR. Within that, our sweet spot is the mid-market, which is $3 billion market. And right now we're focusing on certain verticals such as services, PE-backed firms, where automation delivers measurable ROI. This is my background. I bring 25 years in treasury and finance leadership with large corporations such as GE Capital, McKinsey, XPO, and some other banks as well. I have led several finance teams for transformational initiatives, and I know this problem inside out and have built Autocash to solve it with modern tech. We have a powerhouse of advisory team, people who have worked in real-time payment systems, to people who are fintech experts and experts in AI and business intelligence. Our ask is $2 million to fund the growth of our sales, expand our AI team, and accelerate go-to-market. We are also seeking strategic partnerships with accounting firms and enterprise software providers. We are looking for introductions to mid-market CFOs. If you are looking for a capital-efficient, high-potential AI play in B2B fintech, we should talk. Thank you so much.
Anil Nathan, co-founder, Rafter.
Good evening, everybody. I am Anil Nathan. I am one of the co-founders of Rafter, and we are intelligent prevention for every home. So our mission at Rafter is to dramatically reduce the magnitude of preventable loss that exists for homeowners all across this country. And this is a problem that's a lot larger than most people understand. There are $100 billion of claims that were paid for homeowners insurance last year, 47% of which were due to preventable causes. We think that that's unacceptable. The causes of those losses are varied, but easily reducible. We have plumbing leaks in homes that can easily be prevented by the right devices being installed. We have smoke detectors that are not working or missing from homes, which lead to fires and catastrophic losses. We have trees that are overhanging roofs. When wind and hailstorms come, they cause unnecessary damage. And we also have brush that's too close to homes in wildfire areas that can cause significant damage that could be prevented. Our belief, the root cause of this, is that homeowners are overwhelmed, unaware, and unsupported. The entire ecosystem is focused on being reactive, so we wait for things to break and then we deal with them. The support that we have as homeowners is piecemeal. We have people who look at individual parts of the equation, but nobody who's helping us think about it holistically. We have limited data. We have no idea how to be data-driven about how to think about taking care of our homes, and the incentives to be proactive are not clear. And so our solution is to be the end-to-end provider of loss prevention for homeowners. And we do this by serving homeowners and insurers, because both of them have a vested interest in reducing preventable loss. We combine dynamic home data, AI, and service and expertise to actually guide homeowners through the process of taking better care of their homes. We do this bringing together 4 main components. The first is an intuitive app that surfaces the right information at the right time, so as a homeowner, you know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. We also connect you with a human advisor that is powered by AI to be able to deliver the right guidance and expertise at exactly the right moment. We have 24/7 sensors and monitoring that catch issues before they become bigger problems, and we can also deliver in-home services to actually check those tasks off your list if you're too busy to do them. The market for this is huge. There are millions of homes all across this country, and we think that this is also a global opportunity as well, but we are focused on the United States to start. And why now? We have skyrocketing premiums. I'm sure we all can feel this every time we've seen our policies renew, that insurance premiums are continuing to grow. There's also a lot of industry momentum here. Insurance CEOs are focusing more and more attention on preventing claims as opposed to waiting for them. And we also have increasing capabilities from AI to actually deliver better guidance faster. We have a lot of great traction so far. We have 100% NPS score working with over 100 homeowners in the Westchester and Fairfield area. We have customers who have asked to invest, and we just hired our first customer employee who applied for a job with our company. And maybe the biggest thing is that we have a pilot kicking off with a national insurance carrier in the next month that is going to dramatically increase our footprint in the Westchester and Fairfield area. We have a team of experienced business builders and operators who are ready to take this forward. And we're looking for angel investment. We're starting with $300,000 to give us the opportunity to continue our runway through Q1 when we're going to do a proper seed raise. So if you're interested in being part of a loss prevention solution, please reach out to us. Thank you.
Stefan Nedyalkov, CEO, co-founder, Terrafolio Analytics.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Westchester County, to Key Acceleration. It's been a great couple of months. My name is Stefan Nedyalkov, and I'm the CEO of Terrafolio Analytics. I'm one of 2 co-founders. We automate environmental risk intelligence. Let's unpack that. It's a B2B SaaS product for investors, corporates, asset owners, NGOs, governments, banks, for institutions who need to quantify and manage environmental risk. Did you know 60% of the S&P 500 companies are exposed to severe physical risk, like wildfires, floods, all sorts of stuff that has been accelerating over the past X years, 10 years, 20 years. CO2 emissions, resource overconsumption, has led to a change in the climate and a change in the environment for the worse. And governments around the world are starting to penalize companies for these impacts. So we are internalizing the externalities. Environmental risk is actually financial risk because it ends up impacting you in 2 ways. And you have to manage it as a shareholder, as a board member, as an investor, as an asset owner, like a pension fund. You have to do it. It is actually big business. $3 billion per year is being spent on climate and sustainability data and analytics. and it's here to stay. This is the number of $1 billion events in the United States since 1980, inflation adjusted, accelerating, and we have a multitude of sustainability regulations all over the world. So what are the corporates and investors actually doing today? Well, they're basically drowning in data, reports, and committees. It's a big problem. It's a big problem because the approaches are a hodgepodge of black boxes, of scores and ratings that are backward-looking. They don't have an understanding of what the future holds from an environmental point of view and how that impacts their operations and their investments. So a ton of pain points, a lot of manual work, analysis that's not forward-looking, and takes a lot of time to actually get to the insights. So our solution tries to fix these problems. We have a tool that takes financial data, environmental data, forecasts it into the future, builds it from the bottom up, not from the top down, and we automate this across thousands of companies using AI, agentic or non-agentic, and analytical engines. We think we can save 40K or more per analyst per year. If you include bonuses and taxes and all that, it's probably a lot more than that. And we win because of the uniqueness of our product, as I mentioned. Where we are today is we have a prototype, and we are right here. We're developing it with pilot users. As you can see, we will be the fastest growing human being in the world in 4 years. Year one, we hope to have 10 to 20 asset manager and corporate clients. This is me, CEO, 20 plus years of research and investing experience. My co-founder, Eugene, 25 plus years of software development experience. What we are asking is for cash, $1 million to help us develop the product and go to market. We would love to hear from investors who have done sustainability-related investments, and introductions to pilot users at all of these types of institutions. My name is Stefan, CEO of Terrafolio. Stefan at terrafolio.ai. The website is terrafolio.ai. Thank you.
Mario Costanz, CEO, co-founder, Workforce AI.
Hey everybody, my name is Mario Costanz. I am the founder of this company called Workforce AI. We build AI for the rest of us. These are AI-powered digital employees. They help you save 80% of the cost on regular employees and increase productivity. So what's the problem? The problem is that everybody's talking about AI, right? We hear about it every day, every news media, but 85% of people are still not using it in their work. And why? Because it's complex. And instead, people are stuck spending 35% of their time on administrative nonsense. And so most people that aren't techie, they just prefer to have a conversation to get stuff done. That's how we do work in today's day and age. But AI is requiring you to become a prompt engineer and talk with chatbots, and that's just not cool. So what did we build? We built what we call a human user interface. You don't have to sit there and type back and forth at ChatGPT. You can just talk. These are AI-powered video avatars. They can join Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet. You can speak to them conversationally, and they can do tasks, what's known as agentic activity. We're the only one that built that. You can make them look like any one of you here in the audience. We can make one look like you. In fact, we've even made one to look like Jesus. We've built AI Jesus. It's now deployed on the internet, and you can go talk to Jesus. Different ways that you can interact with our AI. So they can join those video meetings. You can send it an email, and it'll email you back. You can Slack it a message. You can send it an SMS. It'll send you an SMS back. You can chat with it. You can approve that work with what we built is called human-in-the-loop approvals, and you can feed in your company knowledge base so that it knows all the stuff that it needs to know. We've integrated already with 70-plus tools that you use each and every day, Gmail, Outlook, et cetera, and then even enterprise tools that you can kind of have those same bots that you talk to go do your work inside of those software applications. It replaces dozens of different job roles, functions, and tasks, everything from sales and marketing to administrative, bookkeeping, you name it, it can do it, and it can oftentimes do it better than a human. Our vision long-term is 3 different pillars. The first is now. Just getting that knowledge that the 85% of people that aren't using AI into the heads of those folks That knowledge transfer is phase one. Also, agentic activity is also built and functioning. It can do these tasks to make everyone much, much more efficient. Imagine not having to spend that 35% of your time doing administrative tasks because your AI augmented bot is going to do it for you. And we're moving towards, in the very near future, what we call proactive intelligence. And what that is the AI is listening to what you're doing on a daily basis and saying, hey, I think I should do that for him or her. And this way, you don't have to even tell it what to do. It's going to be listening and figuring it out for you. Giant market. There's $10 trillion in global information workers out there throughout the world. We feel that we can grab a $225 billion slice of that over time. And what it does and why it's more important that will help us achieve that is because it will unlock almost $1 billion in savings for those companies that use us to augment their employees. And we have a very audacious goal of becoming the fastest company ever to $1 trillion valuation. We'll make money by charging our clients a subscription fee and some services income. Our go-to-market is in motion. We're actually launching that next week. Pilot programs at Fortune 1000 companies and small businesses. We're kind of practicing what we preach, true product-led growth. These bots will sell themselves. They'll send out the emails, they'll take the first calls, and they'll pass it off to a human account executive. We've got strategic partnerships going with different consulting companies, and we've got a number of RFIs and RFPs out to the government. We want to work with them. We're the glue between text chat bots like ChatGPT, video avatars, and this AI agentic movement. We've got a lot done, a lot more to go. Our goal is to have $1 billion in revenue within 3 years. And I've been working with the AI team that I've assembled for 3+ years, so this is not something that just came together. We were working at another SaaS that I'm about to sell. And so really great team of engineers. And our ask here today, we're raising a $1.5 million round, and I've already committed $600,000 of my own money separately and have soft commitments of $500,000, and that's going to help us bring this out to market. Thank you all.
I'm back. I want to check in. How are you doing? Are you still with us? Come on. Let's keep that energy going. We need it. We've got 4 presentations left. Pop quiz. We had a deal. We said we were going to think about ways to help these companies as we listen to them. Who's got one? Tell us. Do you have a connection? Do you have a talent? You got a connection? Is that a good connection? We like the Department of Education? It's pretty good. Okay. Thank you, alumni. Who else? Yes?
Hey, how are you? I'm DT, and I'm a part of JP Morgan Startup Banking.
I've heard of it.
I saw a lot of companies that I think I can support from a banking perspective to help them scale their companies and reach successful outcomes. But personally, LawPair, we have a channel partnership with tons of lawyers. And I think that it could be a nice opportunity for me to start to facilitate some of those introductions.
DT? Thanks for coming. Do we like that LawPair? We're going to follow up on that? All right, this is fun. Let's do one more. Yes, Andy.
Gee, if you're a Westchester-based company and you're looking for angel investing, why not go to the Westchester Angels? Why not go to Start at Home?
Sure, yes. Westchester Angels, we love them. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to it. If you haven't been thinking about a connection, put your mind to it for either one of the prior pitches or one of the 4 upcoming. And back to Maria Seiler, CEO, Reconcile Me.
I'm Maria Seiler, founder of Reconcile Me. I actually came to this accelerator as a co-founder of a different entity, but when life got in the way, as a former hedge fund partner turned divorce financial analyst with 4 Gen Z kids, Debbie will tell you, I jumped at the chance to go solve a different problem that I was seeing develop as a result of digital payments explosion since COVID. And that's simply this. Where's the money going? Who is spending it? And on what? If you take a look at your bank and your credit card statements, it's pretty clear what you bought. But when you get to that $58 on some platform name, where'd it go? Hard to tell. I kind of feel like this is an issue. We all should probably know where our money's going, but some places it's worse than others. Real problem for you if you're in the process of divorce. The first thing you need to do is set a budget, usually based on your current spending. If you can't see your current spending, how are you going to set that budget? This is a real problem. Meet Claire. Claire and her husband have been working on divorce for about 1.5 years. They've been married almost 20 years. They have 2 kids, middle school and high school. They do agree. They both would like to see the kids stay in that marital home until they graduated from high school. The problem is that Claire's not sure if she can get the numbers to work. She doesn't know what that $58 is. A quarter of their budget's going through these digital payments, 25% of it, and they're about to split it in half. Is that $58 something consequential, like pest control for your house, you're protecting your biggest asset? Or is it a frivolous spend by a daughter? Always maybe a daughter sometimes in our house. Who knows? But it's hard to tell because there aren't any tools that will help you. Right now you can categorize your spending, but you can't know the identifier of what you've really spent digitally. And this is becoming a bigger problem as more and more households are living paycheck to paycheck. By the way, 3 in 4 people use multiple digital platforms. Here's our solution, Reconcile Me. It's an aggregated spending blotter that's going to add your bank, your credit card, and your digital payments for you, showing you who bought what, where, when, in English. We're focusing first on the divorce space since it's consequential. How's it going to work? We're going to take the metadata, use a secure API connection, and then we're going to have AI help us add in that English identifier. That's there, but it just takes days to find. While divorce is the wedge that we're going to use to get in, we think that there are larger applications for this. Households with children, people with elderly care, oversight of their finances, definitely a big issue as well. And you could also use it if you're a financial advisor just to help your clients understand what their spending patterns are. So surprisingly, divorce is actually a stickier market than you might think. There are repeat customers to start. But there are also the clients who have the non-CFO spouse. Male, female, doesn't matter. The person who finds out they didn't understand this space usually wants to learn it, and once they find the tools, they keep them and stick with them. So as we figure out our go-to-market strategy and establish the best commercialization of this technology, we feel it can go a number of different ways, including partnership potentials and layers of services on top of it. So today at this early stage, we're looking for people who want to partner with us from the beginning of this. In the divorce space, anybody has connections in the divorce space, we'd love to talk to them. If you are in the early fintech space advisory, I'd love to hear from you. And if you just want to come along with us, we'd love to have you. I'm Maria Seiler, founder of Reconcile Me.
Arthur Henderson, co-founder, Table to Ground.
Hello, everyone. My name is Arthur Henderson. I grew up on a sustainable working farm in rural South Carolina, where passion became a real sustainability. It became a real passion of mine around sustainability. I am one of the co-founders of Table to Ground. We provide solutions to repurpose food waste into a useful resource. Right here, I don't know if you see it, this is my food waste for the last week, and we're going to turn it into 1/10 of its size, okay? The food waste crisis in America is huge. You can see the numbers, but the number I want you to look at is this one right here. For every pound of food waste that goes to landfill, you create almost 4 pounds of methane gas. That directly affects our climate. Food scrap recycling laws have been enacted in a number of states. We happen to live in the Northeast, where most of those states are, and those are our target states. The trash can is one of our biggest competitors, and like everyone else, I used to just throw the trash in the trash can, and it disappears. Well, unfortunately, there's consequences to that. Typically, you're going to landfill or incineration where you're creating more methane gas. This is our solution. We call it the grounder. We take your food waste and repurpose it every day. We go as small as 100 pounds per day, which in 24 hours, you're going to have 10 to 20 pounds. We can go as large in one machine as 6,000 pounds, and we have everything in between. We are repurposing food waste into nutritional soil amendments for regenerative growth. Check that out right there. It's on the front of the stage for you to see. So a machine goes at the actual location where food waste is being generated. Not only are you diverting it from landfill, you're reducing the volume by 80 to 90% in a 24-hour period, and you're creating a useful resource that we used to all just call waste. This is our target market. This represents about $64 billion worth of business. We want at least 10% of that. We've been most successful at this point with higher ed. We do have a machine going into a university out in New Jersey, and we have 2 high schools in New York that are also putting in the same sort of equipment. We're going to sit down with you and help you plan. We're going to take everything that you need to know and make it work in the plan, so when the equipment comes in, you just have to do your plug and play. Your impact, huge. Look at all the different things you're going to impact. Let's look at 3. Reducing costs. Anybody want to reduce their cost? What about repurposing food waste into a useful product? What about reducing the total volume by 80 to 90%? Our revenue model is about selling equipment. These prices range from $25,000 to $200,000. We have different levels of service contracts available. There is also the opportunity for revenue growth by the sale of the amendments. Here's why you want to do business with us. We have a great team, great experience. 2 of my other co-founders are out in the audience. Bob and I went to Clemson University together, and we've done different projects for the past 40 years. We have a couple veterans. We have women. Oh my God, we are awesome. Love to talk with you. We're looking for introductions to anybody that knows a food waste generator. Think of a cafeteria serving at least 100 people per day. And that's what we're really looking for. So thank you so much. Again, Arthur Henderson with Table to Ground.
Jack Nacy, CEO, co-founder, Renters Financial.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Nacy, CEO and co-founder of Renters Financial. My partner is Vinay Sharma. He's the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder as well. And we are on a mission to help renters attain home ownership by helping them save up some more money for a down payment. Now, one of the biggest obstacles out there when you're trying to buy a home is having enough money for a down payment. And we couldn't find too many products and purposes out there to specifically focus on a down payment. So we're building Down Payment AI. This is an all-in-one app. We build you a plan. You can invest. You can actually open a booster savings account with us. You can get people to donate for you, and it really works well. This is the boost function where family and friends can donate. It's almost like a GoFundMe for your down payment. This is an AI future home search function where you can pick a goal home, you can set a max price, you can see the down payment, and you go for it with the plan that we've produced for you. So we have some great partnerships already. We have 3 great partnerships, and the first one is Cortland Properties. Cortland is a very large multifamily property organization. It has over 120,000 renters, and they want to pilot our program in Dallas, Tampa, and Atlanta to help their renters save more money. The second is All In Credit Union. This is a $3 billion credit union, and this is where we're going to be opening up our first bank accounts. And thirdly is Swiss Re Corporate Solutions, and this would be offered as a pilot program on the employee benefits side. Now, think about it. Our revenue model is lead generation. So every single one of our users that opens up a bank account at one of our banking partners, we're going to get paid. So it's banking, checking, auto loan, and ultimately a mortgage, and that's a very big fee for us. but it goes beyond banking to real estate agents and home insurance. So why us? Why Vinay and myself? Well, we've been working together for almost 3 years. We've built and launched apps together. Our advisors are from the industry. We're building this with them. We want to grow our team right here in Westchester. I have a business background in building strategic partnerships, and Vinay is an expert in application development. So, the vision is to take the best aspects of a SoFi and a Zillow, combine them together with our down payment AI savings plan. That's the core, that's the most important thing here. Put them all together into one seamless platform. That's us, that's Renters Financial. And our ask, if there's anybody here from employee benefits, from banking, or from real estate, we'd love to speak with you. We need beta testers to test out the app, so just please scan the QR code. And we're raising an angel round of $500,000, so let's do this together. We can start here in Westchester, we move across the country, and we're going to empower renters to become homeowners together. Thanks so much.
Final presentation, Bharat Ramesh, Axel AI.
Thanks, Jack. So, are you not entertained? Yes? Good. The last one, so thank you for your patience. It's 4 minutes. It's going to be well worth it. I'm Bharat Ramesh, CEO and co-founder of Axel AI. We help marketers get better ROI with our autonomous agents because we solve a very simple problem. This is Ajit. He runs Lenovo.com globally, ex-China. It's a multi-billion-dollar online business. He's got a lot of data, dashboards refreshing every hour, tons of data scientists, and yet he says he's flying blind. How could this be? He's not alone. 4 out of 5 marketers can't get from data to actionable insights fast enough, despite billions being spent on dashboards that you all know, and lots of talented and smart data scientists, analysts, researchers sitting there trying to make sense of the data. Problem is an opportunity for Axel. What we do is to build agents that surface insights from diverse media and marketing data sources, and in addition, recommend the next steps and in future, take that action. As marketing and media spends get platformed and marketers continue to operate in a high velocity data environment, this becomes the core of the platformization of marketing spend. We want to build the decision engine for modern marketing. The addressable TAM is about $25 billion of marketing analytics and automation. We think in 4 years, we can get to about 30 million of that, which is a very realistic target. Traction. If you're leaving this presentation, keep this one slide in mind. It's 1 year since we started, and in 1 year, we've booked, just this quarter alone, $200K in revenue. Unilever's first client. We built them an agent that looks at data from 12 markets, 24 Excel sheets, multiple tabs in the sheet, hundreds of tables within those sheets. What takes the team 160 hours to do, we do it in 5 minutes. That leads to the second project, then the third. Then we picked up Lenovo, you know why? We first did an audit. Then we built them an agent. Then we picked up Dynata, which is a research company, doing what we're doing for Unilever. We have a strong pipeline. In fact, iHeartRadio became a client yesterday, so couldn't put it on the slide. Right? And we are now part of the ERA accelerator that starts in 2 weeks. So that gives us capital and capability. So what we build is actually making a lot of sense. Why do people choose us? Why do clients come to us? Because we combine the domain expertise that you see from our competitors with the ability to make sense of dashboards with a bias towards action. That space is white space. There is no competition there right now. I previously used to work at GroupM, which is a WPP media company running research and analytics, and my frustration was that in the age of ChatGPT, 80% of my team's time was spent in pulling data and making it into PowerPoint charts, right? That was not okay with me. My co-founder, 15 years of experience, founding member of Adobe Research in India, 30 patents to his name. He left Adobe because all the developments in AI were not being surfaced into the product. And my advisors are all people who have been AI scientists for 30 years, well before we knew what it was. So we're clearly very strong on that. We filed a patent. We are filing 2 more this year. Our ask is for $1.5 million to get the runway for the next 18 months. We want to meet demand, grow demand, build product abilities, and then make a lot more money. Lots of our investment goes into the product team. We already have $250K, ERA 150, and our existing investors putting in $100K. The goal is very clear. I have 4 logos, well, 3 plus 4 coming on the screen. I want to get it to 5 or 6 this year. Build 10 to 12 agents this year. That's hard work. But after that, scale 1 or 2 of this across 20 to 30 clients with minimal engineering effort. That then gets us to about $3 million in revenue the year after. Right? So this is the plan that we have. And the last slide, honestly, is a team in Bangalore. We are a year old, so I went in last week, said hello to them. My co-founder is right there to my left. Right? It's a small and mighty team. And, we're doing a lot of good work. We're going to grow. We're going to grow there. We're going to grow here in Westchester. And we'd like to thank you, right? Thank the Westchester County team. Thank the mentors. Thank the Key Acceleration. And everybody else who helped us get this far. Looking forward to your support. Thanks again. Bharat Ramesh, Axel.
Okay, that's it. We pulled that off in 58 minutes. So you're going to be in and out of here in an hour. I'm going to take 2 more minutes from you. Okay? Okay, great. Thank you. So I want to do 2 things. Number 1, recognize the founders. Number 2, identify an important milestone. So number 1, the founders. Just want to be clear with everybody, and it should be obvious to you now. Day 1 of this program, these founders have already done amazing things. The presentations that you just saw on this stage, happening in White Plains, could have been in New York City, could have been in San Francisco. That is the level of venture that we're dealing with here. So if you've ever wondered, how do you get involved with that kind of company? Tonight, right? We've seen companies go from seats in this stage, in our portfolio at Key, from a Square and a Zoom screen, to venture funded, to acquired, to exited, okay? For companies that have been through our programs, they've raised over $1 billion as a cohort now. Our portfolio is worth over $8 billion for the 600 that have come through our cohort. So this is an amazing group. Get involved. Other thing is, imagine if you had the opportunity to spend an extra hour in the middle of your workday to do an accelerator program. Now imagine that you're not getting paid and that you're actually maybe using your investors' money or your own money to spend that time. Would you do it? That's a scary and significant investment. And we thank the founders for the opportunity to work with you at the stage of your companies. The milestone. We love all of our alumni in this cohort and those of you that are here. Bharat getting this investment from ERA is a super strong signal about the potential of Westchester County. We've had companies go and raise VC before. Getting into an accelerator after this one, like ERA, where they're investing $150,000 for a significant cut of your company, and they're going to introduce you to the top venture capitalists in the world, is a true milestone. So if you want to get more involved with this program, right now is the time, because we're going to be doing even more as founders like these accomplish even further milestones in the future. Thank you all for coming. There's tons of food and drink in the back. Let's have a great night. Thank you all for being here.